Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Wolong Fallen Dynasty on the Mysterious JG. We've gotten ourselves trapped in a world of Lubu failure videos again. I thought I'd freed us from this, or rather Fartknocker underscore 069 had. But I insisted on coming back and trying to do this right, even with allied help. And apparently still not good enough, as overleveled as I am, to win this fight. We'll figure it out, folks. We'll get it done. We're back up to 25. I think that actually will make a pretty big difference as to whether or not we can win.
Away. Do you wish to die?
Keeping our spirit pretty high here. Okay, that wasn't good. That was better. Oh, fuck, he didn't go for his jumpy move he usually starts with. That time he did.
Don't get carried away.
Oh, he does 2 shots when he's on the ground, I forgot. Oh, I thought I was too close to get hit with his arrows, but I guess not.
I'm in a tight spot.
Okay, can I heal Zhang Fei now? No.
Am I going to be stumped here?
Oh, this is unfortunate. They're both going to be down at the same time. Okay.
I shall repay this kindness. I promise you.
Well, if you could revive Zhang Fei, I'd really appreciate that. Okay.
I owe you.
Ooh, boy.
You think I'll take this lying down? Not yet. This is not the end yet. Not yet. I'm not dying here. Your curses. I'm making a fool of myself. Am I losing my touch?
Okay, that time I actually evaded instead of... I think we might have it here if I don't screw this up. Okay, I did screw it up there.
You have my interest now. You think I'll take this lying down? I'm in a tight spot.
So close.
How could I let this happen? I'm sorry, brother. That was cutting it close. My thanks for the assistance.
Okay, Zhang Fei needs help.
Am I losing my touch? I'm not yet broken. We shall emerge victorious.
Okay. Woo! Okay. We got it done. We had one extra failure video because I decided to come back and do it correctly. But at least we can win without the help of fartknocker_069. Perhaps not well.
Has been sent to Maywu Fort.
Oh? What the fuck are they talking about? What's the next here? I thought it was about Hebrita. Are there no Kadamas about? What's going on? Where am I? What country is this? What century am I in?
Liu Bu has escaped. Rush to Luoyang.
We never get to be allied with the Yuan Shao, who I'm sure we will be fighting as a boss at some point. Lu? Lu Bu? Stay away from Lu Bu. Go after Dong Zhuo. Which indeed we should have done. Let's hit the Hidden Valley. Oh, sorry, jeez. Feeling just fine before I sat down to record that video. I had a nice big lunch today. This is my first day coming off a chemo regimen, and I went ahead and took some antacid and went out to get something to eat at a nice diner and had some antacid and you know, took a risk and eating something a little spicier and heavier than maybe I should be eating fresh off of chemo. But I'm kind of trying to rush myself into feeling normal. And I've been fine for hours, and suddenly I've decided I'm just going to have a bunch of belly gas when I'm trying to record. Suddenly I'm all, when I'd been fine. It's been hours now since that lunch. What can you do anyway? But so, we beat Lu Bu. I suppose I could just not use that last video, which is a total failure video, but Oh, by the way, off screen, we got an item.
Truly, it is a dark time we live in, yet the stars shall illuminate a path to peace.
We talked to Lady Jen here, and she gave us something.
You are one of those stars who will guide us.
I don't even remember what it was. It wasn't a unique item. It was just something, and she gave us a gift, and it was very nice, and I didn't record it, so I can't tell you what the dialogue was or even what the gift was, but we got some kind of gift item there. Let's talk to your one.
Welcome.
You've got mail. Let's see now with my, I don't have any rank 5 steel. It's probably a bit silly. I've got these, the bows that I use I haven't upgraded. Just because I think I just kind of didn't notice them. So I might as well get their damage up a bit. Anyway, armor. So what we've actually got equipped. I now have enough to get this armor set up to 5+. We have no level 6 armor. I don't know where to find it. So let's just get our armor and our equipped wappets as good as we can, assuming we're not going to make any big changes right now. There's other sets I've got that I could be improving. But I think the other thing that I had locked up, I have a set somewhere locked, the Benevolence Garb. I have like my best of all of the, usually this is just whatever I was given as the gift, but sometimes I'll get like another 4-star and we'll swap it out. But somewhere in here is the other set that I might occasionally use would be this one. But now, yeah, they are all up to +4, I think. I think I got the Tianju set up to +4 before I even started getting the other sets. I accidentally used the item on her that boosts your friendship rather than just grinding her completely off screen. Grinding her off screen, dude. And as a result, I ended up getting her outfit for, like, I got confused about what item was what, and I was trying to summon her and accidentally used a Cup of Cordiality, which is a much harder to, like, I can't just spawn those as many as I want, but they do give you like a boost to your friendship level, which is why we're so tight. You can see right now the way that we look at each other like we're super close friends.
That big peach tree there has spiritual powers. There's an old legend about it.
I like when you talk about peaches. But anyway, all right, so we've improved our armor a bit. I could use, yeah, let's not do inventory management. Like, I could come back here and, while I'm here, turn junk items I've picked up into jewelry fragments instead of gold. There is a mechanic by which you can use jewelry fragments to change the affixes on your weapons, I guess. I haven't gotten into that yet, because I feel like it would, like right now I've got a bunch because I haven't used them, but I feel like as soon as I start actually using them, it will just turn into this huge sink of resources. So for right now, let's, we didn't get enough to level up from that. No, we actually got fairly close to leveling up from fighting Lu Bu. Not that close, actually. I need over 100k to level up anymore. But let's travel. And let's use the 20 minutes or so left of this video to actually make some progress in the main game. Because maybe now that I've beaten Lu Bu, I will not freaking grind off screen before the next time we play. Although we do have sub-battlefield, like father, like son. Think about it, won't you? Thank you. When celebrating their victory at Huluangguan Pass, Sun Jin and his soldiers are joined by Sun Ce. After tasting defeat at the hands of Hua Zhang, Sun Ce requests to spar with a strong opponent to hone his sword arm. Getting wind of this, Sun Jin also demands to be included in the training. Stared down by two ferocious tigers with their fangs bared, it seems polite refusal will only fall on deaf ears. This is annoying. It looks like it is a boss fight against two bosses at the same time, which is exactly the kind of thing I like to avoid. It doesn't look like... Yeah, because there's 0 side flags, 1 main flag. I think I will put this off, even though it's supposed to be easier. And my voice is growing. I think I'll put this off and play with this later. Because I don't like boss fights when you're outnumbered. Like, I don't like boss fights where 2 enemies are ganging up on you, because it just gets really difficult to focus on anybody's stuff. So instead, we'll actually go to the next main mission, where we're going to win Heat Proof Ice. Ooh. Level 5, rank Steel. Forced on the back foot by the coalition, Dong Zhuo abandoned Luoyang and moved the capital to Chang'an with the Son of Heaven, taking the elixir with them. Lu Bu ensures its successful transportation and then retreats in spite of his force being vastly superior. That's not... No, I mean, Lu Bu fought a battle at Hulao Gate. The novel talks about how he was winning until he wasn't. Like, in the actual novel, this is in his fairly famous Chinese poem. I already talked about Zhang Fei and his bastard with 3 fathers, know me for Zhang Fei of Yan line, which is pretty damn cool. But yeah, Zhang Fei rides out to challenge Lu Bu and is keeping pace with them, and then Guan Yu joins the fight, and there's still not enough to overpower Lu Bu, and then Liu Bei comes in. Lu Bu knows he can't win, so he launches a feint attack at Liu Bei, which breaks the encirclement they had, and he rides out. So Liu Bei is basically the weak link in the chain when the 3 brothers go into physical combat, but that's not really his role. His role in the novel is to be like the paragon of Buddhist virtue, and like, you know, being a good guy who loves the people and blah, blah, blah. But Lu Bu is forced to retreat. His army breaks when he's finally beaten in combat. So the idea that he had a vastly superior force is a bit of a... I don't know about that. But no, in fact, Dong Zhuo retreats. The coalition breaks up. Because they just don't really have the supplies or the will to march on to Chang'an. But yeah, Dong Zhuo does lose territory in that battle. So we will head for the new battlefield. We will get on with the main story, even though there's only a few minutes left in the video now. It's about half of the video is taken up. Luoyang, Hainan Commandery, Sili Province. The metropolitan capital of the Han Empire is replete with palace buildings, gardens, and pavilions linked by 24 grand streets. There are 4 palace gates named after the 4 gods that connect the southern palace and the northern palace. The Zhuan-Wumen Gate of the southern palace and the Zhu-Kumen Gate of the northern palace are particularly spectacular, since the routes connecting them are reserved for use by the emperor. In the spring of 190 AD, the Guangdong Lords Coalition marched to Luoyang, only to be faced with an inferno unleashed by the retreating Dong Zhuo, because he did, in fact, burn the capital to the ground. Dong Zhuo was not a good dude. Like, the Dong Zhuo of the novel probably doesn't perfectly match the Dong Zhuo of history, but it is pretty apparent that the real-life Dong Zhuo was a bit of a bastard, because in the novel, he is one of the very few characters where there are no positive aspects. Cao Cao is a villain and a tyrant whom the book praises at various times just for his cleverness. Dong Zhuo is just a fucking monster, basically. The prosperous city they had come to liberate was razed to the ground amid a hellscape of rampaging demons and lightning. I mean, the fun story for me about Dong Zhuo, and I say fun with quotes, they talk about how in order to increase his own prestige and to keep his troops happy, like in ancient times, and to a lesser extent today, but particularly in ancient times, it was a bad idea to have a large army that didn't have anyone to fight. It would create discontent. Like, lots of armed men who are just kind of bored is going to lead to rebellion. You had to keep your army busy in ancient times. So one of the things Dong Zhuo would do would be to send his armies out to attack villages, like just peaceful villages. He would take the women as sex slaves and would kill the men, and then they would ride back into town with the severed heads of like farmers they'd killed and tell everyone that they just defeated a bunch of bandits in battle. This is an actual Dong Zhuo thing that he did. He was not a good dude. Now, the novel makes a big deal out of him, like, walking on his feet rather than respectfully scuttling about on his knees in the presence of the Emperor. Like, they talk about him wearing a sword in the Imperial Palace. There's all these, like, things where he commits lèse majesty and just breaks the rules of conduct within the court. And, like, as a side goal, also he would, like, have send his army out to butcher civilians. But, you know, that's not as bad as the fact that he didn't kowtow in front of the Emperor. I guess we're not getting Hong Jing to join us on this one either.
I can't believe this. This place was the picture of prosperity when I last came. The elixir Zhongrong had. Did it end up being used for this?
No, I think they just set fire. I don't think they poured elixir on stuff and had this happen.
The Taoist that was riding the dragon. We need to be really careful.
Because that guy seems like he's probably going to be a final boss.
We may encounter the Taoist that was riding the dragon. We need to be really...
We may encounter the Taoist who was dragon, ride the dragon, Dragon Ball Z. Oh, the other neat thing about this Cao Cao outfit, that now, like, Liu Bei and Cao Cao are now hanging out. That's cool, huh? I should get Sun Jin to join my army if I can. That means he'll be leveling up as we fight. I wonder if I'm allowed to summon him. I do not believe we will ever have Lu Bu as an ally, unfortunately. Well, he's locked out. I mean, I could bring Zhao Yun along just to make the game easier, but I'm not actually leveling him up. Sun Jin is locked out. That is unfortunate. I was hoping to use this level, excuse me, to increase my oath level with him. Let's just, at this point, I'm like, okay, I believe the game, like, now I'm like, fuck it, this game is meant to be played with 2 allies at all times. I've just decided. Pardon me. But the Cao Cao, oh, I wonder if I could have... No, I don't think I have enough level 5 steel. I don't think I have any level 5 steel. So I've got the armor all up to level 5. The Wappets I can only get up to level 4 right now. But, yeah, I have marking flag detection, which is nice. So I should get a little map indicator when the little mini flags are nearby. The big flags, I think, always show on the map. The little mini flags are optional, but they're really good. They increase your minimum level of spirit and shit. Here's Yuan Shao. I guess we got a whole bunch of folks we can chat with.
Capital. It is no more.
I mean, you could rebuild it, dude. I'm not saying this is like a minor thing. This huge city full of architecture and wonder has been burned. I'm not saying it's like no big deal, but yeah, come on, cheer up.
The capital is in such dire condition. Even after lords combine their efforts to repel Lu Bu and take down Dong Zhuo,
It almost makes me not want to marry Yuan Shao's son and later Cao Cao's son.
General Yuan couldn't prevent this from happening.
He's too big of a douchebag.
He has such compassion and generosity, as everyone knows.
I don't know about
The
that.
loyalty he is shown by General Yan and General Wen, his subordinates,
You mean,
and the people of his commandery should be proof enough of that.
oh fuck, what is his name? Yan Liang Wen Shou.
Although the bulk of our ally force has gone afar, it is now solely in you that we must place our faith.
Well, I'm glad to hear
May
that.
the stars offer you their blessing.
Well, I mean, I'm glad to hear you're placing your faith in me. Not that there's no one else you can do that with. That's not so much of good news.
Although, with the bulk of it is now, may the stars
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of China. Alright, so here's some loot. Tiger Seal. Those are the things that let us summon allies, so I guess the game, I mean, the game really is okay. My favorite levels in Neo and Neo 2 were the ones where you had allies. I guess the game, they're just like, okay, it's alright. Like, we want you to feel like you're hanging out, being part of the story. We want you to feel like there's other allies than you fighting. Like, I think I'm down with just, like, I think now in my mind it's like, I've been doing it wrong. You're supposed to have allies. I don't feel like I'm cheating by having them. I feel like you're supposed to have them. They make it fairly easy for you to maintain a large group of allies. Well, not a large group.
Share my concern for the people's plight.
You not share your concern for murdering zombies.
Speak. I will go with you, should you wish.
It seems like you're coming with me whether I say yes or not. It seems like you were assigned to me as my ally for this level. Yeah, but charging into groups like this is so much better when you've got allies, because you're not like just automatically getting overwhelmed. And the feasibility of just like just charging in and attacking so that enemy, like, you get spirit and enemies are blocking and therefore unable to attack you, it's so much more feasible. Not that that went well. That actually went really poorly. Because we got drawn into the flames. Oh, I didn't notice you there. You're an opportunity to get some health back. I have to remember, though, I'm at, like, yeah, I'm at 0 resolve, or, like, 1 resolve. It's kind of easy to forget that I've just been going through a level where my resolve was, like, almost maxed out. I avenged Wu Qiang. Okay, well, there's something over there that can be some kind of goodies over there that I'm thinking there may be a safer path to. Am I meant to jump down from over there? Oh no, I'm supposed to come up this way. Yeah, there's something to be gathered over. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll just hop over the flames. Unsuccessfully. Small genuine key clot. And as I look, I am thinking you're probably able to find safer ways to get to this stuff. I mean, they're giving you little loots over here to tempt you.
It's an item of great worth.
I don't know if it was worth all that. We took quite a bit of damage getting here, and there's no, like, mini flags or anything that makes it seem like you were always meant to do this. I think, in fact, now that we've gathered those loots, honestly, the best thing we can do is just get back to the starting flag and just fight the few enemies we've already beat again. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, then we may be fairly close to the second flag, but I think we've taken enough damage that refighting those few enemies is probably the right path. Nothing else we could use the morale. If I can be a little bit smarter about it this time. Yeah, see, that time I managed to avoid taking a bunch of damage. Yeah. There you go. That was a whole lot better. Oh, I can switch my stuff around to a non-fighting Lu Bu spells. Because right now I'm kind of equipped for fighting Lu Bu, which is not my default way that I'd be fighting these guys. I've had to acknowledge that I'll probably never... Certain bosses are just not... Poison's not going to work against them, but I don't... Well, apparently Wu Qiang has managed to get killed by that guy again. Because I'm still avenging him. Ah, here we go. There's going to be a mechanic where you put out flames. Got it. Probably that would have... Probably there was a way to make getting those loots I got over there a lot safer than I made it, but it's okay. I guess now that I've finally cleared out Lu Bu, I'm into it. I want to play the game some more today, but I'm going to fall behind on one of my other series if I don't switch over, so... Oh, what the hell? Maybe I'll do a little bit more. It's supposed to be a hobby. I'm supposed to be playing the games I feel like playing. I actually also feel like... The game that I should be playing that I'm about to run out of stuff for is... Yakuza Kiwami, which is also, like, fucking fun. Like, right now I'm playing games that I like, which is, you know, good. So there do appear to be a bunch of pot-throwing assholes up here that I need to go figure out a good way to deal with them because they're just causing trouble. I mean, I suppose... Oh, well, it looks like Zhao Yun figured it out. Good job, Zhao Yun. I fear the tiger, or the dragon of Changban, or whatever the hell your nickname was. Well, Zhao Yun figured out how to get up there. That doesn't mean I have. Here we go. He went up here. This is a very Wolong, very non-Neo map here, with all this hopping about. Rank 5 steel. Need to be keeping an eye out for those, because trying to figure out how to upgrade some of my Wappets. And this is a dead end, so this didn't help me one bit. It just got me burned. Burn! Although I see a path up there that's probably traversable. Is this thing that looks like... See, that just... Yeah, that doesn't look like it would support a person's weight, but it's very much reaching from one area to the next. I wonder if I'm supposed to be able to walk. I mean, it looks like it's just a ribbon. I wonder if I'm supposed to be able to walk on it. Oh, or I could just keep going this way. I think I failed to notice this exists. Yeah, those have to be decorative. This has to be for progress. So let's try coming up here. What I don't have, I've got flag detector, which is nice. I don't have enemy detector, which is actually...
Wherever you go, you have been an ally of the weak and the nemesis of oppressors. Your chivalry rivals even that of Yun Cheng and Yida. That we met that day when fighting the Yellow Turbans was an incredible piece of fortune.
And literally...
Speaking of fortunate meetings, the battle at Hulaguan Pass also saw me rescued by a warrior named Zhao Yun.
I was about to say, he could be talking to either one of us until just now.
Intertwined. I should like to see him again, and hopefully we can fight together with him once more.
Well, turn your head like 90 degrees to the left. He's right there. Yeah, like, I was about to say it's weird because everything he's saying could be applied to Zhao Yun, but then it actually was a speech introducing the fact that I hope we run into that Zhao Yun guy again. He was a real booster. He seemed like this decent kind of dude. Alright, so, not exactly sure where the game wants us to go here. Okay, never mind. It wants us to go this way. No flags yet, which is kind of annoying. The side flags should be visible. So either we just haven't come across where any of them are yet, or... Well, here's the main flag. Might as well hit it. Looking at the time now, I really got to think, do I want to play more of this, or do I want to play a bit of, or do I want to switch games? And, maybe I don't know. I'll figure it out. I got to think about it. But when we come back next time to this series, it'll be me playing this game, regardless of whether it is a week from me recording this video or not. Sorry that we had an entire Lu Bu failure vid. Glad to be back to the main story. And I hope you'll join me next time when we won't have to fight Lu Bu for a while, except that we may have to fight Lu Bu at the end of this level. Because I would assume, based on the pace of the story, that this game will end sometime after Lu Bu's actual death. I guess it wouldn't be... You know what? No, Lu Bu hangs out for a while. Lu Bu survives Dong Zhuo by quite a few years. Could be that, like, Whitegate Tower and the final defeat of Lu Bu is the end of this game. But he didn't feel like a villain to me in this one. He was... Like, they gave him a sort of a more noble voice. He said something like, "You've gained my attention," and not like, "Vermin, blah," which is kind of like, "Vermin, you vermin, you and I should go, bop some heads in Coney." Like, no, he wasn't talking like Lu Bu from Dynasty Warriors. He's pretty clearly alone. Anyway, that's it for this video. When I come back next time, hopefully I won't be belching a lot. See you then.